We want to graph here the ellipse given by the equation x squared plus 4y squared is equal 4. And also find the center, vertices and foci of this ellipse. To use properties of an ellipse, we must first write this equation in a standard form, the form that has 1 on the right hand side. So the first thing we'll do is we divide everything by 4. So the right hand side is 1. The equation then becomes x squared over 4 plus y squared over 1 is equal 1. One of the numbers in the denominator is a squared and the other one is b squared. Since a is greater than b, a squared is greater than b squared, therefore we can say, just looking at the equation, that a squared has to be 4 and the b squared has to be 1. Now we also know that the numbers that are in the denominator determine the intercepts. The number below x squared determine x-intercepts. So the x-intercepts are plus or minus square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. The number below y squared determines y-intercepts. And those intercepts therefore are plus or minus square root of 1, which is plus or minus 1. Once we have the intercepts, we are ready to graph the ellipse. We plot the points, so x-intercepts are 2 and negative 2. The y-intercepts are 1 and negative 1. Now we need to draw an oval that goes through those points. To make it easier to graph, we can draw a rectangle that goes through all those intercepts and has axes that are parallel to the x and y axis. And then draw the ellipse, the oval shape within this rectangle. So once I have the rectangle, I can draw the oval shape. And this is the equation, or this is the graph of the equation x squared plus 4y squared is equal 4. So we are done with the graph. Now we have to figure out the center, vertices and foci. So clearly the center is at the origin because this is the equation of the standard form with the center at origin. Now where are the vertices? To find vertices, we can look at the graph and we can identify the major and minor axes. We remember that major axis is longer and therefore this is the segment going from negative 2 to 2, and therefore the endpoints of that major axis are vertices. This is v sub 1, this is v sub 2. So the vertices are, reading from the graph, 2, 0 and negative 2, 0. Now, as for the foci, I need to figure out what's the value of c. And to find what's the value of c, because the foci have coordinates c, 0 and negative c, 0, we know that b squared is equal a squared minus c squared. Because I know what are the values of a squared and b squared, I have 1 is equal 4 minus c squared, or c squared is equal 3. Therefore c is the square root of 3. We assume that c is positive. Now once I have the c, then I know that the foci are the square root of 3 0, I know that the foci are on the x-axis because vertices are on the x-axis. So these are the foci, and therefore the focus f sub 1 would be somewhere here, and the focus f sub 2 will be somewhere here.